Last month, I was in London and I was meeting with a group of working artist alumni. I travel a lot, obviously, and I love meeting the artists who have taken my online course because I think that online is fantastic, but real life is so much better, right? Anyway, there was a lot of conversations during this coffee, and we were talking about making money and finding success by working as an artist. And one of the artists asked me directly, how can I make more money working as an artist? I'm not sure anyone really liked my answer, but they all agreed that it was the truth. I said two words. I said focus and discipline. Ugh, nobody likes those two words, do they? Well, I'm just the messenger, so I didn't make this stuff up. What do I mean by focus? I know a lot of you are in love with creativity, with the muse. You love to explore and make and learn and play. It's part of being a creative person, and I love that stuff too. It's important. However, if your aim is to make money, then you really do need to focus. Whether it's on one style or one medium or even both. The more focused you are, the easier it will be to connect with your audience and sell your work. How? It's about sharing your message. The more focused your message, the more focused your audience. Oh, my cat's just climbing up a tree. People who know who you are, people will know who you are and they will understand what you do. Speaking of focus, I should be focused on this and not on my cat. Anyway, I wanted to talk about the artist William Wegman for a minute. Now, this is someone who I've worked with and I've known for many years. And if you don't know his name, I am sure that you know his work. He's photographed his Weimaraner dogs and has made a massive career out of doing this for nearly 5 decades. He's got licensing deals worth millions. He's had dozens of books printed. He's got galleries around the world, and he has shown in nearly every major museum internationally. Let me ask you a question. Do you think that William Wegman started out thinking that photographing his dogs would be creatively fulfilling for the rest of his career? The answer is no, he did not. In fact, he told me that he was really worried when he started. He didn't want to become known as the dog guy. He enjoyed making videos and photographing, but in his heart, he's also a painter, and he wanted to explore other subject matter too. In fact, he quit photographing his dogs for quite a while. But he learned that it was this work with his dogs that was really a blessing. And by going back to it and exploring it as deeply as he could, which is really pretty deep if you consider his nearly 50-year career, he was able to use this one subject to explore social and cultural issues that interested him. Not only that, but this work would eventually afford him the time to do the painting and the other creative work unrelated to dogs. His paintings are wonderful. I love them, but not many people have seen them. There just isn't a huge market for this work. But does he curse the paintings? Or does he curse the dogs? Sorry, my cat is going crazy. He focuses on them, and he has built a massive career that allows him to have a satisfying love affair with the muse with absolutely no pressure or expectations. Do you see how that works? If you want to make money from your art, you need to focus. If I want to get through this video, I need to focus. Okay, let's look at money for a minute. Because a lot of you tell me that you want to make money from your art, a lot of money, in fact, but when I ask you why, the answer often isn't about financial need. It's about what you think money represents. There's this belief out there that making money from your art means that you have talent. It does not. It means that the market has found this work worthy. But come on, we all know artists who are making money but don't have talent or vision. I'm not going to name names. And we all know artists who are incredibly talented, but they don't make money at all. Because money does not validate your talent. The work itself validates your talent. We happen to live in a society that tells us that our self-worth should only be measured by our net worth. I would suggest that it's part of an artist's job to refuse to bow to this kind of false value measurement, to bring these kinds of limiting assumptions into question, for yourself and for others. It's part of your job to form a relationship with your muse and your work that does not allow for outside validation, but instead it nourishes you from within. In fact, I believe that this is one way that artists are going to save the world. So what I'm saying is that it's okay to make money from your art, but it's not okay to measure your value or your talent by your bank account, nor anyone else's value or talent. But let's go back to how we do make money, because let's face it, we all have to eat, right? And if you want to use your creativity to make the money you need to pay your rent or to put food on your table or to pay your bills, then you do need to focus. You also need to develop discipline. So what do I mean by discipline? I mean doing the work, getting into the studio religiously, doing the administrative work religiously, participating in your artist community, putting the time and energy into the business of your creativity. I'm not talking about struggling. In fact, I believe that you can succeed without struggling or even striving. But you do need to focus and to be consistent. Listen, if you want to create a business around your creativity, I'm telling you that I have known many commercially successful artists, and the two things that they all have in common are focus and discipline. So while focus and discipline may not be your favorite words, the good news is that success is in your hands. Let me ask you a question. Have you checked out the Working Artist Masterclass yet? If your answer is no, I invite you to visit my website at theworkingartist.com. Go ahead and sign up for my weekly newsletter because I send out a lot of helpful information each week. And here's my cat. And you'll also learn about my premium programs and how I work with artists. So thank you so much, and au revoir until next time.